Mr. Worldwide.
Welcome everyone to our fourth and final installment of 12 Inspiring Entrepreneurial Women in collaboration with the UAE Africa Networking Group. I'm your man, the dandy, and I got my partner Heath in the building. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you, my man.
Good.
Are you excited or a bit like bittersweet that this is our fourth and final segment with the ladies?
You know, it's funny when you said final, I was like, no, because we have some people, maybe even all 12 if they're willing to come on and have solo interviews, because we want to get even more deeper and extend our knowledge of what they're doing. And so hopefully this won't be the last time they're on Global Brothers Podcast.
This is true, and obviously we've formed rapport with quite a few of the ladies, and we're definitely into what they're doing. I know, Heath, with you and your school and your education background, that you're going to be talking to quite a few of them in terms of collaborating with the school. So obviously there's that relationship there. And me, I just like to learn things. You know, I'm a sponge, so I'm definitely going to be hitting you ladies up as well, just to pick your brain on all of your entrepreneurial exploits and like pretty much like, you know, hit the cheat code.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to our guests. So let's get started.
Let's do it. So we've got two very inspiring ladies today. Unfortunately, Sika was not able to make it. We still congratulate her for being given the honor of being an inspirational entrepreneurial lady of 2020. So we are pleased to have Lidija and Laila with us here today. So let's get started with Laila. Wow. I'm gonna try to do this without losing my breath, because Laila is a very, very fascinating, accomplished woman. She's the vice president of several organizations. She's also the founder of quite a few organizations, from magazines to various Arab African councils. She does quite a bit of work in Morocco. She's associated with some Canadian nonprofit organizations, Brazilian nonprofit organizations, just so many various things. I really don't know how she finds time for it all, but we are so looking forward to hearing the inspiration and motivation and drive that pushes her to be able to accomplish all this. So, Laila, welcome to Global Brothers Podcast.
And let me tell you a few words about Laila. I met her at the fashion show at Fogo de Chao.
Mm-hmm. And the Brazilian steakhouse, yeah?
Yes, at the Brazilian steakhouse.
I love Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, and we hit it off. We talked for a long time. And then I started following her, and she became one of the people that I look forward to following, because she's always in another country. She's always talking to some very important people, and always just building relationships around the world. So, yeah, Laila, please tell us about yourself and what do you do in all the things that you do. I know it's a lot, but please share with us some of your travel.
Good morning to the people who have a good morning, and good evening to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. When we do things by love and inspiring from others people, we do it because of passion. Everything we have to do today is passion and love. If you don't love anything, don't do it. Don't force yourself to talk to the people if you don't appreciate them or like them, but say hi and bye. I invest my time in humanity. Of course, we need to feed that humanity with some help. How to help them? We need to do work to entrepreneur, like to have some resource for income to help the others. Sometimes helping people, it doesn't focus on money. We can do it from the heart. My speech today, I did not prepare it. What's coming from the heart is reaching to the heart. We have to be transparent, and with a big smile, we can earn confiance from people. Today, we are all human beings. We are here to give hands to get that power and energy. Even if there is corona will not stop us, because we are people who have a lot of knowledge, a lot of reason to be together, and also Each one has idea, and he's having that light and spot of light somewhere, somehow, and some knowledge to implement in his life. We are different, maybe in many sources, different in the way we are acting, difference in our work, in our behavior, but we are equal in humanity. So for me, if today we are here because there is some union, and as I have my roots African, I love Africa. I deal always with Africa, and anything can do union between the world and the rest of Africa. I am there. I want to be there. I will be there. We will fight for that because Africa have a lot of knowledge, sources, mining, have also a lot of beautiful things which we can implement, and it's time to focus on Africa. I'm sorry, it's not an ego, but it's the reality. The future is Africa, and the real work coming, and it's in Africa. So today we have to network all Africa with the rest of the world, and it's already a network. But thank you for UAE Africa Network. Thank you for all of you because you are here. My career, it doesn't mean anything. I'm a drop in a big ocean, which you are the ocean. Each drop constituted together, it's a make a big circle, and that circle will give us the power and positivity and good energy to implement all our knowledge. No one is better than anyone, and no one is great than anyone, but each one of us need others. Today, human relationship we have to build. Today we are here because we need each other. Today we need also to wake up. Those dreams we build up, a lot of career we make, it doesn't mean anything near this small virus today. It stopped all the world. So we have to be positive to make ideas for our future and to make motivation to each other and start build a new platform. And this platform, which we are today here, is the future. E-marketing, e-learning, economy, and we have to communicate. The most important to the globe to communicate. If we don't communicate, we are lost. We cannot be alone in this beautiful world, which there is up and down, which we learn every day in knowledge. My experience. Each one has experience. Each one have his way to do it. I fight a lot as Arabic women. I implement my soul, my knowledge, my time. And I did, like he say, our friends, Belly, hi. I travel a lot. Why? Because I need to learn other cultures. I need to feel poor people. I need to empower children, a youth empowerment side too, and women empowerment. When it's come to the women empowerment, it's because we need to give what we learn from life to other. It's not the people who are entrepreneur or the people who are businesswomen and she done her career and she got her master degree, her doctorate, and so no, I go to the small villages there which people need us. Those villages which they don't know what is mean sometimes TV. They don't never go to the school. That's what we have to go. And they are still making things with handmade and work. We have to encourage them and make that handwork and handcraft to the rest of the humanity and show it to the world. Today, children need us because all of them, they have a knowledge, but they have the small knowledge which them country give them. It's restriction because some government and some society politics, they want them to stay like this. So it's our day, our life to give them that small light and to show them the rest of the world.
When did you start, and who did you look to for guidance and support in this work?
It's since a long time, 16 years. When I was young, I started with Lewis Hamilton in Minnesota, and also with Lauren Berger from US, and then in Morocco, in Cambodia, in Indonesia, in Canada, with FAAVM minority. I start with mini association, but sometimes those associations are fake. They're just using others people and they're taking money and help, and they're not really supporting. They give a little big line, big manship, we will do, and in the end, they take benefit to themselves. When I see those people are egoist, we did go to Switzerland and build our own association called RIFAI. I'm the vice president. When I see sometimes all this association is also, I don't say it's fake. They're making agenda, but sometimes they're not following all the agenda. I've been to Senegal, I've been Cote d'Ivoire. I see Africa, and I go to small villages. I see that everyone taking advantage of these associations. But what I did, I packed my bag and I go myself. I did 16 countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia. I go to Putin, I go to many countries, which is really people need help. They have big smile, big heart. When I really affect me too much, when I was in Cuba. In Cuba, I stay 1 year. I find these people, they have embargo, they don't have nothing, but they have smile. The salary that time in Millennium 2002, no, 1099 exactly. The salary, it was $15 for the normal person, and the salary for the doctor, judge, and so $30. For me, $30 is drink. It's just go into the restaurant, take some pizza. We pay $25 easily. So that stopped me that time. And I say, okay, we have to do something sustainable. I'm not giving them money. I give a sustainable development project, small project, and with that project can make them a rotation. I did go after that to Sudan. And I go to visit handicapped people, orphaned, and so. And they was expecting me to give money. I say, listen, I'll give you 1,000, 2,000 US dollar, but that it will finish. Why we don't choose small project and we start with sugar project? I bring them the machine of sugar and paper, and I go to the cafeteria and the restaurant outside, and I ask them, if I bring you this sugar pack, you can buy it from me? They say, yes. I sign with them contract. I make that project with this handicap people. I call them special need, because for me the handicap, it's not in the body, the handicap is in the mind. So those people, they start packing and then selling, and with that price they're doing the rotation of them business. They don't need charity. And always I say this, any nation need charity, especially African. They don't need charity from someone. We need strategy and sustainability and some vision for the future to make a big rotation, and they will preserve them dignity and them arrogancy and them humanity. And that's why I don't like too much to talk about those corner, but because you ask me, because today when we do something as helping other humanity, it's my target, it's with my God. My target is my soul. My target is my benediction. But when we say it, just to motivate others to do it, and I am sure there is a lot of people who are doing this without talking and keeping silence. I tell them, I was wrong like you. During 12 years, I start doing this mostly now 5 years, 4 years exactly officially. So it's time to speak up. It's time to say what you're doing as gift for others, but don't show off and up too much. Do it with modesty, with humble and humanity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome,
Thank you.
awesome. I really appreciated all that you shared there, Laila. And yeah, like that famous line keeps resounding in my head with quite a few of you ladies, actually, because even when we were talking to Kerry the other day, she mentioned as well that it's better to actually teach a man how to fish. So again, like, you know,
Exactly.
we're getting those same kind of vibes from you as well. So we really appreciate that as well, and definitely believe in the same sentiments of we need to keep sustainability and productivity moving, so people know how to do it. They can teach other people. Awesome.
Exactly.
So Lidija, how are you?
Hey, hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Awesome, thank you. So congratulations, Lidija, on being one of the 12 honorees for 2020, Inspiring Entrepreneurial Women.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a very cool story. Whereas similar to Adeshola, you were an accountant as well. So someone of the numbers field, and then you went to the arts. Very simple.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So to go back to the origins, I was born in Serbia, and then I moved in Switzerland during the civil war in what was ex-Yugoslavia. In Switzerland, I finished my school as an accountant, and then in 2007, 2008, actually, I moved to Dubai. I worked some time in accounting, and then one day I kind of got tired of numbers, and I decided to focus my time and my energy and developing something in the arts and cultural sector. With my husband and kids, we started to travel to sub-Saharan Africa firstly for holidays mainly. So it was just a kind of a discovery of regions, traveling, engaging with people and with communities. And little by little, we started collecting art, buying art for ourselves, and therefore getting really close to the artist personally. That was around 2014. African art was still something very niche. It still now is, but at that time even more. And I kind of saw a potentiality and in developing, like not developing, but giving the opportunities for the artists to reach out more internationally. And at that time I was in Dubai, and this is how I started. I started as a pop-up exhibitions, bringing artist work to Dubai, engaging with the public, and after a couple of years we opened our first space. Since then, we've been working quite hard in promoting the artist and also creating a lot of cultural initiatives and cultural projects in the way that I'm not like a traditional art gallery where I'm kind of trading art. For me, it's more important for people to understand where the art is coming from. To humanize the art, not only to sell the pictures. So we tell the stories about the art. We create exhibitions in the way that is very immersive for our guests. I travel a lot, or I used to travel a lot, in order to be able to tell the story firsthand, because otherwise you are not really able to tell what you want to say if you didn't see it. So since 2019, I have opened my second gallery in Venice, in Italy, still with the same concept, so still promoting and pushing hard on engaging with artists from the African continent. Last year, I was the curator for the National Pavilion of Mozambique at the Biennale of Venice, and that also was a very good let's call it show, very successful. We received a very good feedback from the press. While this year, just before all this craziness started with COVID-19, we have launched a platform called artandaboutafrica.com. Artandaboutafrica.com wants to be a comprehensive website of all the artist spaces, institutions, museums, like anything that is connected to the art sector across Africa. So basically, we are listing artists. We are having a special section dedicated to the blog, so we kind of go deeper into the community, telling stories that not always reach the mainstream of notice. We have just closed the emergency grants, helping some of the artists living in Africa during this moment where kind of everything got busted due to the coronavirus. So we are just now about to kind of start giving the financial part of the initiative. So it's like a lot of mix between the promotion of the emerging artists, engaging with the public for what is the regards to the culture, and to get closer to where it is coming from, and creating this very unique ambient and atmosphere. And I absolutely agree, we are here to be humble and to help each other and to kind of work together. So we alone cannot do nothing, so we are all all here to help and to do our best to contribute and do what we can.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Lidija, I have a question
Yes.
about your travels. I'm sure you've been to, it sounds like you've been to at least over 10 or 15 countries in Africa. Does that say?
I did. Yeah.
When they talk about uniting Africa, the Africa Free Trade Agreements, just cultures and even cultural collisions, what do you see the issue is with Africa uniting? Because it seems like you've navigated pretty well, various cultures, but for people like us from the outside looking in, especially the diaspora, we're not seeing the collaboration like we wanted to. Do you see promise in Africa that they can unite and become, one, or just trade across countries?
What I see, especially what is COVID-19 had kind of pull out, is that Africa can be independent. We all know that it is independent, but also, psychologically, they have to get kind of outside. They have to convince themselves that they can do it once. And I mean, I'm not an expert in this field. I cannot really say if it's possible and how it's possible to do it. But I think there is definitely a potentiality. What can be maybe a bit of an issue is the monetary trade, the monetary exchange between the countries. And this is also what I find difficult as doing business from outside. Sometimes the payments are very difficult, like to reach where you want them to reach. So maybe if this is like something that they can fix first before starting trading in different currencies, maybe is a good, kind of a good start. But as I said, I'm not really an expert. I cannot, I cannot really say much. And I mean, in arts and culture, is like really not that much of a business trade.
Right.
Lidija, I just realized I know you.
You do? Okay.
I do.
I hope it's a good memory.
Of course. Come on.
Okay.
We met at your gallery at the Akka, is the Akka project?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we met there. I think you had a photographer that does like face painting on models, and then he takes the photograph.
Yes, that's Teddy Mitcher.
Yes,
Teddy
right.
Mitchner. We had an exhibition last year, or maybe it was even 2 years ago. The time goes so fast. During the Dubai Photo Fest in February. Yeah.
So my friend Brianna was one of the models, and she got her face painted by that photographer.
Right.
I was there.
Yeah, of course,
there.
Brianna. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a very cool show. It was very engaging. It was. He's a fantastic guy and does awesome work in trying to preserve what is the heritage of the past. Let's say, because what he's saying is that the elderly people that are able to craft the masks are little by little dying, while the new generation is kind of looking for opportunities in the cities. So they are not really learning how to work anymore on the traditional work, and therefore with them also the heritage and the knowledge of making these things are kind of wearing off. So he decided to digitalize some of the very important masks by using the models. So it's a pretty awesome process and a pretty good result too. I mean, you saw it, so you can say it.
Absolutely incredible stuff that we saw there, and I really want to commend you on your eye for talent, because obviously you spotted that and said that you needed to have that at your gallery.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, this is why I like to go there personally, because this is the only way that you can actually, not see them or find them, but kind of as you experience that energy or that process on the ground where they are doing it, you feel it differently. So you see the potential. By the time it's outside on internet, everybody knows about it. So there is no really that much to push forward. In this way, I get it like firsthand. So that's good.
I wanted to ask you. So you said like you, your husband, your kids just said, let's go to sub-Saharan Africa. I know obviously nothing is that simple. Can you kind of like take us through that thought process of like saying like where you'd want to travel first in terms of like being that intrepid go-getter to say we're just going to travel as a family? Like why did sub-Saharan Africa strike you first, and then where did the whole art bug kind of bite you and say I need to start collecting this?
So my husband, he used to live in Liberia in the 90s. So he always, I mean, in our family, the Africa kind of thing was always there. So I was bitten a long time ago, let's say it. When the kids got in the age that I felt it was fine to travel and take them places, also in the, like safe in the way of way to reach the hospital if you need it or things like that, that they can tell you I don't know, something is painful or hurts here or hurts there. Kenya was the easiest country to visit and the most fun for the family holiday. So we started from there. Then we went to South Africa, we went to Mozambique, we took them to Uganda.
Awesome.
And then eventually Ethiopia, just for a brief moment, and then places like Nigeria. I went on my own with my husband, but not with the kids. It was more of a research ground, and I didn't want to drag them around. After some time, they get bored of me saying, "Let's see this gallery, let's go to this studio." So they say, "Mama, this is enough. I don't want anymore." So yeah, so I mean, it was just. We tried it. As they're saying, either you like it or you hate it. We went there the first time, and that was it. So I was hooked.
I read that comment in your bio, and I'm like, who says that? Who says that? Because
I don't know. They say it. No, they don't say it.
No, who are they? Who are they saying either you love Africa or you hate Africa? That's
probably they never been though.
Right. I would hope people aren't spreading that kind of a divisive rhetoric, because to be honest, it's a massive place, obviously very biodiverse, very culturally diverse.
Absolutely.
I don't have to tell you, but just like to everyone else, like, there's so much to see and do, and really just to go, period. And it's not going to be a hate in there at all. I would say just go and explore for yourself.
I think that the world has shown that they love Africa.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Everyone's gone to Africa and done something, right? Whether it be good or bad or taken something. So Africa is definitely the place where everybody wants to be. So.
Absolutely. I agree with you. If it's not true, I will take it out from my bio. I won't say it anymore.
Yes, remove it, please.
All right, I'll do it.
To the ambassador, Laila. Are you still there?
I'm ready for any question, Your Excellencies.
Yeah. So your travels, the work that you do, you went pretty extensive. But the one thing is, we want to know your ambassador work. Where does that come from? Like what group, what agency, what country?
No. One, I am ambassador and head of protocol and diplomacy with WPC, which is World Peace Committee. It's 202 committee. This is the first title. Okay. I hate titles because it doesn't mean you. It just, they're giving you this to make easy your mission. You can go to the government, you can see ministry, you can see governor, you can see, that's one. And the second, I am a vice president of RIFA in Switzerland, and at the same time, I'm Goodwill ambassador. I'm with FAAVM. I am Secretary General, and I hate to say this, but you ask, I have to answer, and with transparency. The minority of children, they come here and they give me ambassador of them, a Canadian organization, and then they give me the badge and give me the ID, and with that ID, we're doing agenda. Many organizations everywhere, and they give title of ambassador. Today you can get ambassador of peace, ambassador of goodwill, ambassador. It's just piece of paper, but are you fit for it? Are you really ambassador? Each one of us, you, me, everyone here is ambassador of his culture, country. He's representing himself and others. Today, when we go to France, when they say Arab, when they say African, because of your act. So you are ambassador representing your flag, your nationality, and your people. Ambassador, it's not mean the ambassador which doing the diplomacy. That is political, and the government they give him diplomat because he have to serve a population and the people who's coming from his country. But we, as ambassador of peace, tolerance, and humanity, we are serving humanity. I have a target to fill up. I have to do agenda. I have to prove that I deserve that name. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other question?
I like that. Heath, if you were an ambassador of anything, what would you be ambassador of, Heath?
Oh my goodness.
What's
You know, the things that she talked about earlier and just previously, I was thinking about what we're doing, you know, what's going on in the world, you know, all throughout the world.
Mm-hmm.
And she exemplifies that. That's what I want to be, right? I want to be a voice. I want to be a connector, an ambassador, I guess, of Goodwill and Humanities. So that's why I like following her on Instagram, because
Thank you.
I'm seeing a lot of what
It's my pleasure.
a lot of people need to do in the world. So I think probably I want to be Laila when I grow up.
Ah, my God, it's my pleasure. Look, there is a lot of people around us in UAE Africa. For example, there is my soulmate, Wendy Alexander. I learned from her.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing, Wendy? She's here. She's here in the room.
She is a rocker. She is
Hi.
a big connector. Hi.
Again, no camera.
And
It's all right.
and there is also, you know him, UAE Africa, Lidija. He is always William, giving us love,
Big Will.
trying to pull us together. He
Sure.
is the real ambassador. You know, it's not about title. Today, professor, doctor, engineer, all this title we get, my master, my degree, my HPA, where are you when it's need you? It's not to put that title you have in the wall and I get Oscar, I get this. It doesn't mean anything if you don't fulfill that position. If you are not strong on giving your voice and raising it and say, hey, I am here for these people. It's commitment before to be titled. I don't need ambassador to be Laila Rahhal. I need Laila Rahhal to be ambassador.
Tell us, Laila. Okay, so through the whole COVID situation, obviously it's still going on. I think you know, with all the protests in the street in America and like other places in the world, you'd be quite remiss to think that it is still going on. But apparently, we should be social distancing. So how have you, with all of your responsibilities, been able to keep up with everything?
First, I cannot live alone. Even I'm locked out, I'm not locked out. This virus, it doesn't stop me. It has not to stop anyone. I did more get social and love and people around me because of Zoom, because of people like you organizing this meeting, because of Google, because of social media. So this virus, it's a wake-up call to me. It'll let me make my strategy, knock the door of my friends, search where they are, and make motivation and start new things and open doors. Today, the world is changing, but it's not that. We have to change. For me, it doesn't mean it's fail, it's success. What you think you get. So it's time for new challenge. We have to stick together. Not me, we. Always I say we. And I am with you guys and I'm happy today. I feel you home. Welcome home.
I like that.
Really.
And I want to ask Lidija something along those lines as well. Lidija, with looking toward the future. I mean, obviously it's early June right now, but like we all know how quickly the summer can go, and things seem to be opening back up within Dubai. What are you looking for your next exhibition, art project when things do open back up?
So we are, when we opened the gallery in Venice, we kind of decided to have the season, like a winter season in Dubai and summer season in Europe, in Venice. So I'm focusing now on some exhibition that will happen in Venice, in Italy. Also, I was supposed to participate to Photo Basel during Art Basel in first was in June, then in September. Now apparently it's gonna be cancelled permanently for this year. So I have few commitments in between Italy, Switzerland, and UK. So I'm gonna stay here until I don't know, until I can fly back to Dubai, I guess. And then we will see. I'm pushing quite hard on the platform, so we are implementing different things and building up some initiatives through the platform. So a lot of work online, and therefore I can be anywhere. Gallery business as the business is really not a good time for that. So I'm trying to focus my energy and my thoughts on something a little bit more positive than on that side. So we'll see.
Quick follow-up about Venice. You don't normally relate Venice or even Italy with African arts. I mean, they are like definitely art connoisseurs with all the great masters and things like that have come out of Italy. But you don't usually think that there would be collectors or even people so much so interested in African art. Tell us what's your experience there with, like, why you said, what, Venice is the perfect place to open a gallery focused on African art.
So I am a little bit romantic in my soul, and I like to do things by a little bit by my heart, not a lot by logic sometimes. So I don't know if that is a good or a bad thing. So Venice is a romantic choice. Is a beautiful city. Is the city where the Biennale happens every 2 years since the 50s. Is the place to be for what is the contemporary art. Collectors in Venice, I mean, Venice itself doesn't really have a lot of inhabitants anyway, leave alone the collectors. Generally, African art even less. So it was not a choice about, like, we were not following the collectors. We were following, just as I said, our kind of gut feeling. As we were also at the Biennale last year, we are also having a very big project for the next Art Biennale, which is going to be 2022. We are looking at creating a sort of a Pan-African pavilion, more of a collective than a single countries. So it is like a strategical choice in these regards, as we want to focus on being present for the biennales to come. We wanted to have a small gallery there, but the collectors are not there. I mean, a lot of them are in Europe, but not in Italy, at least not yet.
Lidija, I wanted to ask you, in a few of the other shows, we've asked the same question because, of course, people look at you as an inspiration and they want to know a lot more of the details. My question is, what are some of the challenges pre-COVID that you've faced to get to this point, especially some of your travels, your collections throughout Africa?
Well, the challenges are always, I mean, for what regards the art sector, is that is not a essential need, let's call it now. So it's very hard to make like a business out of it. So the challenge is to break even, definitely. Luckily, I'm not doing this just to live out of it. I'm doing all of this because I believe in the potential of the artist. Is my time that I dedicate to them. So I don't know, it's a very difficult thing. The challenge is also to get out there and spread the word and spread and get engaged with the right people that wants to follow you, wants to believe in you. A lot of networking, a lot of chatting. Most of the things, as Laila was saying earlier, you think is something worth it, then it gets, becomes like not of a help at all. you just need to keep trying. So it's time consuming, as for every business. I mean, it's not only in my business. In my business might be a little bit more difficult to meet the ends, because it's not really easy to get let's say the monetary advantages of it, but is not my first aim, so it was never actually a problem or an issue for me. So I've been lucky enough not to have it as a, let's say, primary resources for my living. So the challenges that I found, is mainly that breaking into the people lives and getting them interested in what you're doing.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
We had a question about Cuba. Was it Laila that mentioned Cuba, right?
I believe so.
Yes,
Yeah.
not
yes,
me.
it's me.
Yeah, Laila.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Laila, the question from the room is, could you be more specific about the projects that you've
Cuba.
had?
It's not a project. It's not a project. It was,
Okay.
I go to work in Cuba in 99, and it was a time of embargo. So that time we was passing to millennium, and I take the car and I go outside because I love to help people. Okay. And you have to discover the culture and the human board, how it is to deal with others. When you know other culture, you build your personality with mixed culture, and you can be tolerant. So everybody talk about Cuba. They don't have food. They don't have this because of, sorry, I don't want to enter geopolitics, but we are forced to. Embargo.
Yeah.
Okay, I take the car and I go and I hang around and I see the people, they have smile. They don't have that much things, and they are humble, sociable, and they smile to you. And so I decide to make my little community there with friendship with them. And I start going little by little like ants, get a bite of sugar until they get a pack of sugar. So, and we start working, making, empowering the girl, and we making handcraft and taking that handcraft. It come that project by himself. I did not force myself on. I have target. It's just intuition to help them. When I get that handcraft and those painting, my God, they are in the art, fantastic, and they're making those painting with simple products. I mean, not a high quality, but they're giving best quality of art because emotional things. And most of them sell some meringue and so and lifestyle, which I take them to Paris. I sell them expensive. So I put that extension with them, and we start doing rotation, and we take in handcraft, we take in the painting and selling them to those people and making gallery and until now I have good relationship with them because they are angel heart in the hand. They're happy without too much, with the minimum. They give you a smile, they give you care, and with the little things. And I think in each country there is same. In Africa it's the same to me. When I go, I'm fascinated with those people, how they have that, I don't know, that feeling. You cannot express it. But when you have your heart in your hand, and you're ready to give it to the people with smile, with the minimum, that's a big. That's mean not even a million of the earth can make you happy if you don't have a happiness inside your heart. Even you are a businessman. If you have a lot of money and you grow in your business the way you want, but if you don't have a humanity inside you, you cannot succeed. That's why we learn in UAE: tolerance, love, peace, and to be together hand to hand. Thank you to everyone.
Laila, I really love that you brought up tolerance there. I always think about why people like make this line of sub-Saharan Africa and North Africa. For you, your experience, how can we get over that and just talk about Africa as a continent? How can we get over the North Africa, sub-Saharan Africa divide?
You see the palpitation of your heart? That's Africa to me. You know why? Because Africa, it's been always penalized by what others done. And
Right.
politically, some people see that in Africa there is a scammer. Did you deal with them? You got one bad example, and you make all the record for that one or two bad example. Africa have decent people. Africa have great mind people. Africa need only some great leader and some strategy strong to go out. We can see, for example, I am not doing propaganda. South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, we're going all, and there is Mauritania, Morocco. There is a lot of country where they're trying and fighting to make that things going on perfectly. We need just time, and we need also education self. The people in Africa have special culture. They used to take easy, and they don't want to fight to do. We have chance that we going out of Africa and we being in different country and we merge with other culture, like all of us. And now we can make the point and we make a difference and with the vision. So we need just empower, put a lot of training and help people to promote themselves and change the mentality. The most important is great mind. If you change it, you change the world. We have to invest in the mind and in empowering the youth because they are the future. That's it.
Yeah, education is definitely very important, and obviously Africa being the youngest continent with so many young people that are impressionable. You know, it's like now
exactly
the right things.
Exactly.
And I feel like in short, pretty much you're saying there needs to be a collaboration between diaspora, the people that have left the continent and gotten socialized other places in the world, to come back to Africa and kind of share collaborative ideas on the way forward.
Why we go far? Why we don't start from here? All of us.
Right.
Let's put them up, make a brainstorming. We have UAE Africa, we have you, we have all the ambassador which they are with us. Let's create some platform. Start from here before searching other nation, other committee. We have to start from ourselves, from our small committee to go to the big committee.
Global Brothers Podcast is here to help in terms of giving people voice if they want to discuss anything about connecting, like, you know, like the global diaspora and African continent and business on the continent for sure. So
exactly.
Let's join hands, Laila. We're with you.
The name is Brothers. So let's make these brothers growing up around the world and start from here. A time to wake up and to start. We don't need to see each other. We can connect every day and make brainstorming. We can send also commitment to sign non-disclosable contract and MOU. Everything now it's with the internet. Why we have to wait tomorrow? From today we decide. Start, connect, build, and empower. Do it.
There's no better time than now, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
It really
it's
is.
the time. Thank you for everyone. I'm amazing. I'm happy. You give me a lot of energy, guys.
I think you've given it to us.
Win-win situation.
Yeah. Thank you.
What we would be remiss if we did not mention our good sister Wendy's question for both the panelists. She says, if someone could solve one problem or challenge you are having, what would that be? And that's for both of you guys.
So everyone?
Yeah.
Again?
Okay, so Wendy says, if someone could solve one problem or challenge that you're having, what would that be?
For me, if someone solved my problem, when you help someone, you feel happy. But when someone help you, you feel 10,000 times happy. So imagine if we solve the problems of each other, how the happiness would spread everyone. That's my point. The others, I let them talk. Thank you.
Good answer. Lidija?
I don't know. I don't want to be romantic at this time. I'm looking for
Be romantic.
No, I don't want to be romantic.
Violence.
I need an IT. I just need a good IT to solve my website's issue. I don't need anything else at the moment.
You hear that, Wendy? She needs a good IT person if you could send her.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. We've had a wonderful time. It's been 4 wonderful, amazing episodes with the 12 Inspiring Entrepreneurial Women. We've learned so much, gotten to know you ladies a lot better, and I am definitely energized and really charged up to, you know, even do better things in my life as well from knowing you guys and hearing your journeys. Keith?
Yeah, I mean, Marlon and I, we talk about Africa every day. And I'm just enamored with both of you, your love for Africa, your love for humanity, your passion. And I'm inspired. Thank you very much for being on this platform. And congratulations again.
I have something to say.
Yes,
please.
Can I?
Please.
I love you guys. I love you, everybody. I really, really, really am happy to be here. And thank you to everyone.
Well, thank you, everybody. And as we always say at this time, live global and prosper. Peace. Check us out on YouTube, Global Brothers Podcast, and please subscribe and share and, continue to support, good content.
Mr. Worldwide.